5 car brands are quietly robbing British drivers blind. Not through dodgy dealers, not through hidden fees. Through the car itself, the reliability, the depreciation, the repair bills that arrive 3 years after you drove it off the forecourt, feeling smug. And 5 other brands are doing the opposite, delivering more than they promise, costing less than they should, and holding their value while everything around them collapses. I have spent 2 months going through the 2026 reliability data from What Car, Honest John, Warranty Wise, and Which. Here is exactly what the numbers say. The 5 robbing you blind. Number 5, Vauxhall. The Vauxhall Corsa was rated the least reliable car in the United Kingdom in the Honest John Satisfaction Index. Not one of the least reliable. The least reliable, last place. It also finished last for overall ownership satisfaction in the same survey. 1 in 5 Corsa drivers reported reasons to question the car's reliability. The Mokka came 3rd from bottom in the same reliability rankings. 2 of the 3 worst performing models in the entire survey carry the Vauxhall badge. Here is what makes this particularly damaging. The Corsa is one of the most popular first cars and budget purchases in Britain. The people buying it are the ones who can least afford the unexpected costs. They chose it because it was accessible. The reliability data says it was the most expensive cheap decision they could have made. A driver from Birmingham who bought a new Corsa in 2023 told me he had spent over £2,000 on repairs within 18 months. The dealer told him it was unusual. The Honest John data says it is not unusual at all. It says it is what Vauxhall Corsa ownership looks like. Number 4, Land Rover. The Land Rover Discovery scored 17.2 out of 100 in the 2026 Warranty Wise Reliability Index. That is not a misprint. 17.2, the lowest score of any used car in Britain. J.D. Power, Which, and Consumer Reports all place Land Rover near the bottom of reliability rankings. Electrical faults, suspension problems, and software glitches are the consistent complaints across every model in the range. The Discovery Sport appears near the bottom of multiple UK reliability surveys in 2026. The Defender, despite its reputation as a working vehicle, has generated significant warranty complaint volumes since its relaunch. Land Rover ownership is aspirational. The data on what that aspiration costs in repairs, warranty claims, and depreciation suggests that the aspiration is priced at a significant premium over the reality. An owner in Bristol described his Range Rover Sport as the most expensive car he had ever owned, not because of the purchase price, but because of everything that happened after it. Number 3, Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes built its reputation on over-engineering, overbuilt cars that lasted decades, the Stuttgart machines that taxi drivers chose because they ran forever and mechanics understood them. That reputation is still what sells Mercedes in showrooms across Britain in 2026. The reliability data from that year says the reputation and the reality have diverged. The Mercedes A-Class and the previous generation C-Class both score poorly in the Honest John Satisfaction Index 2026. The C-Class has 22% of its owners facing repair bills above £1,500. The A-Class generates consistent complaints about infotainment failures, electrical gremlins, and a dealer experience that owners describe as indifferent when things go wrong. The specific financial trap with Mercedes is the combination of premium purchase price, poor reliability relative to that price point, and expensive parts when things go wrong. A Toyota at the same price point would cost a fraction of what a Mercedes costs to maintain over 5 years. The badge costs money to buy. It costs more money to keep. An owner in Manchester who bought a nearly new C-Class described his experience as paying for a problem the car created twice within 6 months of purchase. Number 2, Jaguar. Jaguar has prestige appeal. The badge carries genuine heritage. The cars, when they work, are genuinely beautiful to drive. The problem is the when they work qualification. Jaguar depreciates quickly due to costly repairs, inconsistent reliability, and a shrinking resale market. The F-Pace and XE have failed to retain value like competitors from BMW or Lexus. Even newer models introduced as the brand repositioned itself have not solved the fundamental value problem. An owner in Edinburgh paid £38,000 for an F-Pace in 2023. 2 years later, the dealer offered £19,000 at part exchange. He had spent a further £3,000 on repairs not covered by warranty. That is over £11,000 per year to own, before fuel, insurance, or servicing. He described it as the worst financial decision he had made in 20 years of driving. Number 1. Stellantis, Vauxhall, Peugeot, Citroën, and Fiat under one roof. I am putting Stellantis at number 1 because this is not one brand robbing British drivers. It is 4 brands, operating under the same parent company, producing some of the worst reliability scores in the United Kingdom across the board. Vauxhall Corsa, last in reliability. Vauxhall Mocha, third from last. Peugeot 3008, repeatedly near the bottom of Honest John reader surveys, with high repair costs and a dealership experience that owners consistently describe as poor. Fiat is 8th worst for overall brand reliability despite some improvement. 3 of the lowest positioned brands in the 2026 Honest John Satisfaction Index are Stellantis Marques. Stellantis sells these cars on value positioning. They are priced accessibly. The reliability data suggests the accessible price is compensated for by the ongoing cost of ownership. British drivers who buy Stellantis products thinking they are getting a sensible budget choice are, according to the data, making some of the most expensive choices in the market. Stellantis has been at the bottom of UK reliability surveys for several consecutive years. The improvement has not arrived in the data. Number 5. Skoda. Skoda uses the same platforms and engines as Volkswagen and sells the result at a price that undercuts the VW badge by thousands. The Octavia and Superb regularly appear near the top of UK reliability surveys. The Superb offers more interior space than most premium saloons, at a price that makes those premium saloons look overpriced. Skoda consistently outperforms its Volkswagen Group stablemates in reliability. Same engineering, less money, more dependability. The badge does not carry the premium, the car does. Number 4. Honda. Honda took first position in the What Car? Reliability Survey brand rankings for 2026. The Civic, HR-V, and Jazz all contributed to an exceptionally low fault rate. Honda builds cars to work reliably for a long time, and it spends minimal effort marketing the prestige of the name. A Honda Jazz bought today will still be running well in 15 years. The same prediction cannot be made with confidence about most of the brands in the first half of this list. Number 3. Toyota. Toyota has dominated reliability surveys globally for decades. In 2026, that dominance continues in the United Kingdom. The Toyota Yaris, in warranty-wise data, had an average repair request of £888.90. The most expensive single repair recorded for the Yaris was £2,334. For context, one Land Rover Discovery owner in the same dataset faced a single bill of £44,000. The Toyota RAV4, Aygo, and Yaris Cross all perform in the top tier of UK reliability surveys. Toyota's hybrid technology, which has been in mass production since 1997, is now mature, well understood, and significantly more reliable than first-generation hybrid systems. The running cost benefit of Toyota hybrid ownership compounds over a 5-year period in ways that make the initial purchase price irrelevant in the final accounting. Simple, sensibly engineered, bought by people who value reliability over prestige. That is the Toyota customer. The Toyota data suggests they are making the right decision. Number 2. Kia. Kia offers a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No other mainstream manufacturer in Britain comes close to that commitment. The warranty is not marketing. It is a statement about how confident the manufacturer is that the car will not need expensive work in that period. The Kia Picanto, Ceed, and Sportage all appear near the top of UK reliability surveys in 2026. The Sportage specifically offers a level of equipment, space, and warranty coverage that positions it against cars costing significantly more, and outperforms most of them in reliability rankings. Kia ownership has transformed in the last decade. The brand that was once considered budget has produced genuinely competitive products across every category. The 7-year warranty removes the financial uncertainty that makes buying any car a risk calculation. With Kia, that calculation is as close to resolved as the new car market currently offers. Number 1. Dacia. Dacia is the brand that motoring journalists condescend to, and sensible drivers quietly buy. The Sandero has been the best-selling car in several European markets. It is the most affordable new car available in the United Kingdom. And it works. Dacia fixed all of its car's faults at no cost to their owners in the What Car survey, joining Honda, Genesis, DS, Mini, and Fiat in achieving that standard, but doing so at a price point that the other brands cannot approach. The Duster and Jogger offer family-sized practicality at prices that make the established competition look overpriced. The specific value calculation with Dacia is this. A Dacia Sandero costs approximately £13,000. It will require minimal unscheduled maintenance based on the reliability data. It will hold its value at a rate consistent with its price. The total cost of ownership over 5 years, including purchase, depreciation, fuel, and maintenance, will undercut almost every alternative in the market. British drivers have been conditioned to associate low price with low quality. The Dacia reliability data says that association does not apply here. The car that costs the least to buy also costs among the least to own. That combination does not happen often. When it does, the answer is straightforward. Subscribe if this found you. Every week we go through the numbers that the showroom floor is hoping you never look at before you sign.